Hey everyone out there, this is Mark Weiss. You're tuned in to CMS TV. Don't go anywhere. Stay there.
Hello and welcome to whatever it is, Wednesday.
All day.
All day. And it feels like a Wednesday.
It feels like a Monday to me. It feels
like a
terrible.
Monday. Yeah, it's off, bro. What the hell's going on?
Well, it's all right. Well, at least we have a good roster of guests.
No. Yeah, they all canceled. So, I had a really bad night last night. I was
right.
I don't know if I was necessarily sick per se, but I had a night where I did not sleep well. Both my legs, one and a half legs cramped up. And at the same time, dude, I don't know whether it's lack of potassium, which I wasn't supposed to be eating, or mainly because I had kidney issues.
Right.
So they told me to lay off of potassium. But I think lack of potassium makes you cramp up at times.
Right.
And so both legs, middle of the night, boom. And both legs, I mean one and then the half that I have left.
Did you sit longer than normal yesterday?
No, but I did some cleaning around the house that I don't normally do.
That could be it.
That could be it. I don't know what it was. Had it happen one other time before. So I don't know. It could be anything. It could be the fact that I'm fucking amputee, dude. And a lot of things are different.
Yeah, that could be too.
But it wasn't good, man. Like I'm talking screaming kind of pain.
Right.
What's up, Marcus? And to the point, my poor wife had to get up and she was trying to take care of me, and it was a nightmare. And then, of course, finally goes away, and then I'm having trouble getting comfortable and trying to get to sleep again, and so I didn't get any sleep last night, and still went in, did the Bob Fran show every morning, 9 a.m. to noon, 1420 WHK, and but then I was just too beat, man. And so I came home, went to bed. I literally got home, laid down, and woke up to text saying, "Yeah, hey, it's Tony Musachio. Can't make it today. Hey, the band canceled today." And okay, so what are we gonna talk? Nothing. I got nothing.
Well, I got stuff to talk about, but yeah, it's going around, dude. It's really. I'm gonna put it this way with the band. And I don't know these guys from anything, but literally I got an email and I answered it kind of harshly. I'm not going to lie, because I got an email last night. It came together quick, and I'm fair enough. It came together pretty quick. But I get an email last night, says, "Okay, we're approved. Send me the link." Well, I didn't get the email till like the middle of the night.
Yeah.
So I sent the link this morning, 10 o'clock this morning or whatever. And then I get an email that's just a copy that says, "Oh, this is too fast. We can't, I'm going to have to reschedule." So I wrote an email back to the publicist. I was like, bands are fucking ridiculous sometimes. And all I got back was, "If you don't want to rebook, I understand." And I was like,
What?
All right.
They sounded good from what I heard.
I like them. I do like them, but, I may just stick with the not reschedule.
I will say, man, since I've been doing this for, with Bob's
Year
show
and a half
now,
or whatever.
and whether it's the TV show or even the radio show, man, some of these people that they say okay, then they either can't follow instructions or they, cancel. And it's like, well, dude, come on. You said all right. I'm one of these people, like, if I say I'm going to do something, I do it.
Yeah.
I always regret doing it. I'm not going to lie. If somebody says, "Hey, come over to the house, we're going to have some drinks or a party or whatever, or we're going to hang out, watch a movie or some shit like that."
What are you doing?
I think I'm stuck. There we go.
No, your screen's all fucked up.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to fix it.
What happened?
My foot got stuck.
Oh. Do you need to stand up and fix it?
I have no idea.
What the hell?
I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to get it.
Do you want to go to a quick break and then do it?
I don't know, do I?
I think you do, because that looks all fucked up.
Hey, what if I do that? Is that helping?
Not much.
Well, my foot is down here, so it's like, hey.
You gotta, I don't know.
All right, I'll go to break and I'll fix it.
All right, we'll play the band that you're not gonna hear. How's that?
All right.
All right, you get up and fix it. Here we go.
Get up. Okay.
Commanding in another world. Suddenly you hear and see this magic new dimension. We'll be watching over you. Gonna help you see it through. We'll protect you in the night. I'm smiling next to you in silent lucidity.
There's plenty of places to experience the Seth Williams Show, but if you want all the content, you need to join us on Minds. Get all the live episodes of the show every Monday and Wednesday from 4 to 5:30 p.m. Get the special bonus footage every Wednesday from 5:30 to 6 p.m. Get bonus content from Seth and Chris as it's produced. It's only $4.99 per month, so don't wait. Sign up today. Visit us at www.minds.com/Seth Williams Show.
Better.
There, that's much better. Look at that.
Not perfect, but it's
Not
better.
perfect. It's more gooder than it was. If more gooder's a term.
Yeah, it's been one of those days, man, all around.
Dude, you are preaching to the choir. I have not had a horrible day, but as I told you before we started, I did a customer call from like 2 to 3. Then I had an interview with Juan of the Dead from Body Count and Evil Dead and a bunch of bands from 3 to 3:30. Then we got into a discussion about him possibly signing with my royalty company till about 3:45, and then right away I had to turn around and turn and burn and be here. So I've been nonstop today.
It was kind of cool though. They had a job fair today at the radio station.
Oh yeah.
So they were bringing people around, whatever. And I didn't get to meet them because I left. But one lady came in. She was from the Ohio Center for Broadcasting. Asked if anybody had gone there. I said, yeah, I have. Kind of explained a little bit, and she says, "Oh, let's do a spotlight on you." Okay. So I guess they're going to do some sort of.
So you're the guy. You're the most successful guy in the history of the Ohio School of Broadcasting.
You have to admit, dude, I did go there 25 years ago and still in the business.
You are. You and Slats. Aren't you the only two? Didn't Slats go there?
I don't know. Did he? If he went before me.
I think Slats might have gone there as well.
Well, when did he go? Like 1979?
He helped him build it.
I was going to say, did he put up the bricks? I went when technology was next to nothing.
Yeah. You went. You were mixing in carts and stuff, right?
Yes. So Slats must have been like yelling out the window.
Tin can with a string in it.
Yeah.
Hello.
Slats did the first radio.
You see, there's aliens coming down from the sky. See, I'm Slats reporting. That big balloon, it's going to crash. Oh, my God, it's the worst thing ever.
Look, I love that guy, though.
I love Slats. He's the best.
He's funny, and he's good on the radio, and he's a good guy, too. There's an old picture I have of him and myself at the Browns Stadium when the Browns came back. And, dude, I got, like, stickers on my nipples, and I looked like an asshole. And I was, like, almost, like, 400 pounds. And, like, it was just it was a crazy picture, but it was cool to get it done with him.
That's awesome. Yeah, Slats is a good dude, man. I always enjoy. I mean, I never worked with him, but he was around. Like when I was at 92.3, he was. I think that was when he was at 98. In fact, I know it was when he was at 98 or whatever he was doing over there, reading news or whatever the fuck he was doing over there. But I got to meet him a few times. He was always really nice, really funny. He's good friends with Matt. Matt and him were very friendly.
Yeah, because he wasn't even at MMS when I started. He was, I don't know, whatever it was, but they had like Crank and Craig or something like that.
Crank and Craig. I have not heard that in 30 years.
I know,
Jesus
dude.
Christ. Crank and Craig.
Crank and Craig was the DJ. And then Slats ended up moving in. And that show wasn't bad. I mean, that was a pretty good show. I liked listening to him.
Yeah.
Him and Carmen doing the news is actually pretty funny.
Sure. God, Crank and Craig. Holy cow, dude.
Dude, that's a reference right there, man.
That's very old school.
Yes, it is.
And that's such a show that was not like successful enough to remember.
No.
That's what makes that a great reference. Is no one remembers that.
Yeah, back when I started, it was like Lou Santini and Crank and Craig.
Lou Santini, another name from the way distant past.
I just talked to him the other day, dude.
Lou Santini?
Lou Santini.
What does he do now?
Comedy. You know who he's friends with?
Who?
Mike Chisoka.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They do like comedy, like Maslin and all that kind of stuff. But Lou Santini, when I started at MMS, I think he was doing like 10 to 2, 10 to 3, something like that.
Does he do better comedy than Mike?
I mean, he has to. But he was always wear like these blue suede shoes that he had. He's all tan and stuff. And
right.
I guess he was funny. I mean, I liked the guy. I mean, I didn't really talk to him like on the phone, but I messaged with him.
Right.
And so it was kind of cool, like, you know, going back and forth with him. I don't know if he remembered me from fucking Hole in the Wall, but I mean, I had a longer career than he did at the radio station.
Right. That's funny. That's good stuff, man.
It's funny because a lot of those things have been popping up. So Joe Burdick just sent me a text the other day asking who was the late night guy at MMS in the late 90s.
Oh, what was that guy's name?
BLF Bash.
BLF Bash, yeah.
And so, it's fucking really shitty how my life has gone and my career has gone because, back when I was on MMS, they had all these stupid consultants, whatever you want to call them, come in all the time.
Yeah.
They had all these perceptual studies.
Oedipus.
And so the perceptual study showed that I was the most popular DJ on that fucking radio station for 10 solid years.
Right.
And they still gave me the shitter and fucked me over.
Yeah.
But again, Wikipedia and all that kind of stuff just has shit wrong. It's amazing how something that people turn to for references is wrong.
It's always wrong. It's always wrong.
Like BLF Bash, dude. Love the guy. He was great. Always talked about Taco Bell. And I saw him a lot when I first started. He was the voice of the MMS overnights for a lot of years, dude.
Yeah, like 15 or 20, right? Like a long time.
Long time. And when they finally found out that I was going to work without getting paid because my internship had ended and I just still going to work.
Right.
They decided they were going to hire me, and they hired me full time, and I was the one that replaced him. I was there.
Oh, no. They fired BLF Bash for you?
Yeah.
Really?
I was there the night that they walked him out of the building.
Why would they walk him? They walked him?
Yeah, they did the whole corporate thing, and back then, and I don't remember whether it was J-Core or whether it was what it was, or if it was still nationwide or whatever. But they called me to come in. They said, you're going to be doing overnights. I said, okay. I walked him to his locker, walked him out of the building, and I took over that night.
Why would they walk him? He didn't seem the type. Was he the type that you're worried about?
Anybody's the type when it comes to a radio station. You don't know what they're going to do. You can lock yourselves in a fucking studio.
Yeah, I guess, but man.
Go crazy.
How about you just call him at 7 o'clock and tell him not to come in?
That's what I would have done. But
how about you do that?
They didn't. I mean, same thing with me when they fired me. They let me come in, work half the fucking day, and then they walked me out of the building.
Yeah.
I couldn't even say goodbye to people when I got fired.
Right. And then they try to tell you, well, we're going to pay you for the whole day.
Right.
Thanks.
They didn't even tell me that. They just said, go get your bag and get out.
Yeah.
And then they walked me out.
For you, they were like, all right, it's 12:02, out.
And I even said to them, can I say goodbye to my friends in the newsroom? And no, sorry.
Yeah, no.
I can't say goodbye to anybody. Go fuck yourself, Keith Kennedy.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least you got
biggest scumbag on the face of the radio planet.
At least you got pleasantly fired.
Oh yeah, why?
I got fired by phone call.
Oh, that's good.
From Nard and Tom Herschel. Dude, what was funny, I get a call from Matt. I guess they called Matt first and fired him. They fired us both because of something I did on the Classic Metal Show.
I can imagine.
And it was for us. It was for a sexual harassment. for me making some really heinous harassment at another show or at another online show, but those guys also happened to work at CBS. So I get this call from Matt, and he's real desperate. He's like, dude, don't have time to talk right now, but you're going to get a call in a minute. Don't go off on Nard. And I was like, what? He's like, just don't do it. Just don't do it. Just say okay no matter what he says, okay? I was like, all right. Hang up the phone. Not 10 seconds later, my phone rings again, and it's Nard. He's like, just want to know, do you know who these guys are that run a show called Talking Metal? Yes. Did you say that you'd like to see them go and fuck their mother or whatever I said? And I said, yes. We just have to tell you that you are terminated with cause. Come over and turn in your key card. It was pretty funny.
That is funny. The first time I got fired at MMS, they called me after I did the overnight.
Right.
I worked until 6 o'clock in the morning. Oh. And I get home, I'm laying down to go to bed, and they say you got to come back in.
Right.
And so I come back in and they let me go. But it was.
Wait a minute, they made you come back?
Yeah, they made me come back into the building. But here's the catch, though. It was the greatest firing of all time, dude.
Okay.
You know, pig vomit from the movie, the Howard Stern movie?
Mm-hmm,
Ken
sure.
Martini was the real guy.
Right.
And so they fired me. And he goes, but we want you back. I was like, okay, well, what does that mean? He's like, we're going to give you severance. It was almost $20,000, dude.
Oh, that's nice.
And we're going to give you severance. And then you take 2 weeks off, come back. You're going to do the same shift and everything that you were doing before. So I get $20,000 a vacation, and then I get to come back. He's like, we're not even going to take your key card. You can keep that. You can come in the building whenever you want to come in. But technically, we have to fire you for budget cuts.
That wasn't firing. That was a bonus.
And I was like, okay, this is the best ever. I was in tears on my way to the building because I knew what was going to happen to me. And after they did that, I was like dancing all the way down the hall. You know? I just got fired in the best way you could possibly get fired.
Right.
$20,000, a 2-week vacation, keeping my key card,
right.
And I'm ready to go.
That's hilarious.
Then I got to go back and do my same job again, which was fine. It wasn't less money. My dad said it was less money. No, they canceled my benefits. That's all they did.
That is less money. Who are you kidding?
That's less money, but I was married at the time.
Still, that's figure $500 a month. That's an extra $6,000 that they didn't pay you.
Yeah, but it was extra money in my paycheck because it wasn't coming out of there.
Yeah, how much extra money in your paycheck? $25 a week?
Yeah, whatever it was.
You know.
And me and my wife now went to like strip club galore, dude. When we took vacations, it was one hell of it was like a party a couple of weeks.
Right. Well, I can see that Jim Isabella is going to work out as well as the other guests today.
Yeah, if he can figure out the camera situation.
Of course, he's in his car, so his internet's going to be total dog shit. Oh,
Is that
good.
what it is?
Yeah, I could tell that he was in a car. I'm like, oh my God.
Why did we do the show today?
This show is, you want to talk about train wreck central today. Holy smokes.
It was like a planned out great show. We had Jim Isabella
It really was.
20 to talk about what he's been up to lately, and leading up with the radio talk would have been fantastic.
Nah.
We had a band coming on, up and coming, great band, sounded
Yeah.
good. They canceled, and then I get a note about 15 minutes before the show that
Right.
Tony Musachio can't do the show because of something else.
That's right. Oh, you want to give it a shot?
Yeah, the voice of, or the former voice of WNIR down in Akron, and a radio vet, radio Hall of Famer in my book here, Jim Isabella. How are you, my friend?
Hello, Jim.
Hi there, how are you? Can you hear me okay?
There's a hell of a delay I think we have going on here.
Yeah, I'm having problems here too because America's internet sucks at times. I'll just say that.
Where are you? Antarctica?
What would you guys? I'm in
Oh,
Twinsburg.
boy.
Just cab over to your house, Chris. We can't hear him. We can't hear him. This is no good.
Well, that didn't work. You're going to text him real quick and just tell him that ain't working. Holy shit. And of course, it's on the day that we have to do the extra content, too. Well, that's fine.
I do have the list of the top 500 songs. We could waste a whole lot of time just going 500, 499.
$4.99,
Just go through the
$4.98.
entire 500 that Rolling Stone magazine had put out.
All right. Well, I actually do have did you text Jim?
I did text him.
All right. Good one, Brian. This is going great. I do have a topic, man. Something that's really, really under my skin, and probably will be under yours if you're not if it's not already. So, did you hear the big? Well, let me backtrack. Me and you are both very big into TV, correct?
Yeah, I keep saying he's very distracted. What?
We're both very into TV.
Yeah, of course.
So did you see the big announcement today on Netflix?
No, I did not.
So Netflix announced today that the Christmas Day games of the NFL
Yes.
are going to be on Netflix exclusively.
Are you serious?
Yes.
So you're gonna have to pay to watch the NFL games?
And therein leads to my topic here. In order to watch the NFL this year, the same way you normally have, you're going to have to subscribe $15, $20. $15 or $20 to Netflix. What do you want to do here, Seth?
Look, if he comes on and it actually works, then I'll put him on.
All right. It ain't working.
I'm not going to keep trying here. So
This doesn't look like it's working. You want to go ahead and try it?
all right, we're going to try it. And this is the last time we're trying it.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi there. How are you?
We have a massive delay on this one. Jim, we may just have to try next week because this is not working.
Yeah, I'll try next week. I'll get with the computer because this is on my phone. So we will try next
we'll
week.
have to try it again. Thanks,
All right,
Jim.
All right.
Bye. I'm guessing this is why we don't get the Joe Rogan salary.
Yeah, exactly. Wow.
We're close. I mean, we're that close to Joe Rogan status. We're not there just yet.
Not quite. All right, so let me get into this. So back to the NFL.
Yeah, back to the NFL.
The NFL has announced that to get the Christmas Day games, you have to have Netflix. That's $15 to $20 a month. I've depending on if you have ads or not ads in your shit. The Amazon is what, another $15 a month?
Yes.
$15 a month to get the Thursday night games. If you want the Sunday games on Peacock, that's another 10 to 15, or it's more now because they announced this week that they're raising their price. So it's going to be about 12
with commercials. I pay like $8 a month for Peacock.
For Peacock, but without but they announced that they're raising the price $2 a month.
Oh Jesus!
On both it's $2 a month or $20 a year. Is that a lot? No, but it's still $2 a month. So it's going to go up for. So that's another $11 there. And Paramount Plus, if you want the CBS games, is another $15 a month or so?
Yeah.
So 15 and 11 is 26, plus 15 is 31, plus what's the fourth one? Netflix, Amazon Prime, 12 more. It's 36, so it's going to cost you $50 a month. On top of, or just to have the same thing that you've had for free for the last 50 years.
Yes, and you might as well just go to the game and get the scores live as they.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's my question to you. Is not only the NFL, but this is just indicative of the bigger problem. Is media now being ruined by greed?
Yeah, of course it is. I mean, look, and here's what's sad though is that you just rattle off all that stuff, and it's going to be $50 extra a month for me to get all those games. And the sad part is that it doesn't affect me because I already have all that stuff, and so I'm going to get all the games regardless. And so that's fine, I guess. But of course it is. Look, I was just talking about this with my daughter last night, and it goes beyond the NFL, it goes beyond everything.
Mm-hmm.
You have concerts that used to be $15, $20 to go to back when we were kids.
Mm-hmm.
Right? probably more you, my wife, and a little bit older. It was $20, if that, to go see a good show.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking like good shows. I'm talking about like major acts.
Dude, it was like $10, $15. When I was growing up, I mean, all the big shows that I went to, Rap Bon Jovi, Kiss and Black and Blue, Motley Crue and Y&T, et cetera, et cetera. All the stuff I went to, Judas Priest, everything I went to when I grew up was about $10 to $12. $10 to $12.
You have somebody like Taylor Swift, and it doesn't just end with Taylor Swift. Even the WWE is doing it.
Dude, the Stones.
To go see a Taylor Swift concert, you're looking at $1,200 a ticket.
Mm-hmm.
A ticket.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, dude. Rolling Stones.
God forbid you have to buy it like from a broker or somebody online. You're going to spend a couple grand to go see a concert.
Well, dude, we showed the thing from WrestleMania.
Yeah.
To get a burger, fries, and a drink was $30.
SummerSlam. It's going to be $1,700 for tickets that aren't the best.
Yeah, no. Dude, I'm a loyalist on WWE, and the day they announced it, I was like, nope, there's no chance I'm going to that. None.
So these, whether it's, you want to call them media companies or whatever, these artists of today, it's outrageous.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, look, a movie used to cost you $4 to go in to see a movie. Now it costs you $12, $13. For me and my family to go see a movie these days, it's $100 day out when we consider the price of the tickets. If you want to go at night, you don't want to go see some crappy middle of the day movie. You want to go at night. You want to get some food and popcorn and drinks and all that. It's $100 night.
Yeah.
For what?
Oh, I know. It's well, dude, and this is. I'm watching the NFL do this, and it's indicative of what. Forget the fact that you have all that stuff, because a lot of people do right now. But let's be honest, right now a lot of people are also really evaluating what they're spending money on, because there's just not as much money right now.
Absolutely.
So people, I know for me personally, I cut Amazon Prime. Because quite honestly, I really wasn't using it that much. And when the NFL is off, I have no interest in it.
And I'll be honest, Amazon Prime is one of the biggest ripoffs of all time. The only reason I have Amazon Prime is because my family likes to order shit off of Amazon.
Yeah.
So you don't pay for shipping and all that kind of stuff. And so it's a pretty good deal to have Amazon Prime if you're actually using it for that. Yeah. But as far as movies and entertainment go, half the shit that they say, it's on Amazon Prime, you have to buy or rent it. So on top of the money I'm already spending per month, I have to buy or rent some their crap on their app.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not worth. But they raised their rates. Why? Because they brought in the NFL. They spent too much for the NFL. I think I saw today or yesterday that the NBA is going to NBC, I think. They're leaving TNT and they're going to NBC. So you know what that means, don't you? That by this time next year, your Peacock cost is going to double.
Yep.
So that they could bring you the NBA. And so they could pay Shaq and Chuck to come and tell you about the games. It's getting out of control, man. It's like cord cutting was supposed to be anti-paying these crazy prices. I'm honestly thinking that it's actually more expensive now than less.
Well, maybe that's their goal. The teams probably get a lot of money.
Well, maybe, but what's going to happen?
Losing out on because people are cutting the cable.
Well, and that's but you know what's going to happen in the long run? People are just going to stop. Remember when the NFL Thursday night game was on the NFL Network?
Yeah.
No one watched it. Because no one, remember, only like 1/3 of the country had it.
Right.
So no one watched it and no one cared. Nobody cared. And that's what's going to happen now. People are going to zone out on this stuff.
The NFL Network always had the shitty game. It wasn't like they had a very good game to put on. And I think, though, that you're not going to get that many people to just stop doing it. You can't get enough people to stop voting for assholes like Joe Biden. Do you think you're going to get people to be able to say we're all going to quit just watching the NFL?
Well, they're not going to quit, but I mean, they're going to. I'm just telling you, man. And maybe it's just me and the people that are around me, but I have had so many emails and texts in the last month from people that are frustrated, and they're asking me, can you help me set up an antenna at my house? Can you help me find the bootleg sites to watch TV? You know, I've had no less than 100 people ask me these questions. And it's because people are done.
I don't disagree.
People are absolutely done. And there are definitely places that you can watch, you know, sports illegally. You know, just make sure you have a VPN, folks. Not that I'm recommending doing that. I'm just saying if you do, make sure you have a VPN.
But I guess my point is I think the majority of Americans are kind of like me. They're too lazy. Like, what's that noise? Sounds like somebody's mowing the grass.
I think it's somebody outside of my house.
Oh. I've been talking about cutting the cable for a year and a half. Dude. I have yet to do it because people are lazy and they don't actually do what they would say they're going to do. And I personally, like, we have our budget, all that crap, all of these stupid channels that we have are all budgeted into what we have. So we know what's coming out, what time of the month, and all that kind of junk. And, you know, really, and my wife is funny because she goes, well, what's another $12? Well, when you add it all up, it's actually a lot of money.
No, it is. I mean, you add it all up, like we said. I mean, one here or there, Netflix or whatever. I mean, it's $10 or whatever, but you know what? It all does add up. It's really gotten to be stupid. I mean, I'm paying $70, $80, $90 a month now for pay channels that I don't even watch that much.
Can I play something?
Go ahead.
In regards to that comment right there?
Go ahead.
Rooker at second, Blade at first. That's in the air towards right field. Ryan McKenna leaps up to grab it. Over his head it goes, and coming in home. How about we have ourselves an even up game?
Impressive.
Women are the fucking death of everything.
Yeah, I saw one today too. Same thing about a home run call. Did you see that one?
Yes, it was terrible.
It was like, well, looky here.
I'm sure women can do a lot of things. Women can drive buses, and they can vote now, and I'm happy for them. And they can, they can drink and everything. Can you just stay away from the fucking sports, please?
Yeah, dude. There's not a good one. There's not a good one.
Look, Caitlin Clark went out there for her WNBA debut and sucked ass. Just stay away from the sports, please.
Well,
there's a reason why Caitlin Clark isn't making what LeBron James makes. And I hate LeBron James. But she went out last night and had 20 turnovers or something like that. And 20 lousy points that didn't mean shit and they lost. So they don't make enough money or that much money because they're just not good. And the women announcers are not that good either. I apologize, but that's what it is.
Well, the sports and the announcing are two different things to me.
Well, they're all the same to me.
Women, there are quality women's athletes. Serena Williams is a quality women's athlete.
Look, she even admitted that if she
she'd get roasted by guys. I know.
Like the last guy on the 100th top player in men in the country, she would lose to.
Right. No, and I agree with that. But I mean, she's still she's a quality player. There's not a quality female game caller in the game. There's not one quality announcer female in the game.
No.
I mean, they're all just wretched bad.
But are you gonna pay for the NFL stuff?
Am I gonna what?
Pay for all the NFL? And I mean,
no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm gonna find other ways. I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna bootleg it, but I might.
Look, I'm one of these people that. Well, even with all the protests and everything about the NFL and the NBA and crap because they're stupid racist bastards and they don't like our country and stuff. Look, I'm glad the kneeling kind of went away in the NFL because I want to watch the NFL. I like football. I like watching it. I like watching college football better than the NFL. But I just like that stuff. I like watching sports.
Yeah, I do too. But
so if they're going to charge me for it, I'm going to have to fucking pay. I want to watch it.
See, I'm not anymore. I mean, I watch the Browns. Not going to lie and say that I don't want to watch the Browns, but do I want to watch them enough to pay Netflix for the privilege of a game? No.
Now,
absolutely not.
Would you, going off of the same kind of thing, would you vote for a tax to move the Browns stadium?
No.
Because you've heard about that whole thing, right?
No. That's...
And downtown's a shit place to have a football stadium. It's terrible.
Why is that? Why?
Stadium, huh?
Why is that our responsibility to pay it?
I like watching football, and I'd like to go to a game, and I'd rather not go to a game where there's shit parking in a terrible area. Watch it on a lake that half the year it's blowing off the lake, the wind, and everything is destroying that stadium. It's a terrible place to see a game.
Well, I agree.
So, look. I was a smoker and a drinker when they passed that sin tax, and you know what? I paid for it every time I went to the gas station and to buy stuff. But of course, I pay for it. It is what it is. I'm going to put in a new facility away from downtown, and I think it would be great.
I'll say this: if they put a dome on it, maybe where they can use it for other things. If there's no dome, no way.
I think that's what they're talking about.
If there's a dome where they can use it 80 days a year, or it can be competition for the shitty Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, which is just a god-awful place to see a concert. You know, if it could be a rival to that, then maybe. My point is why?
They're going to put, they have all that land around there. They're talking about putting like a whole NFL village around it and have hotels, or you can make it a big complex of greatness.
You know what I say to that? Fuck you. I've heard that line before. Remember when the Flats was going to be turned into luxury apartments and all? And what is it? There's like one set of apartments and a bunch of burned out buildings.
Well, one, there is luxury living down there, but two, you're talking about the city of Cleveland. The city of Cleveland, they're talking about moving out of the city of Cleveland. The city of Cleveland can't do anything. I mean, they have a lakefront. They should have. I hate to sound like trivia, but they should have developed,
I agree.
Forever and a day ago. And they have done nothing. They have a closed down airport, or a shitty airport, a closed down high school, and
it's terrible.
Building with whales on it. But so it's garbage on the lake, and the city is terrible at doing anything. And so I think moving this out of the downtown would be a great idea.
That wouldn't be bad, but I still don't want to pay for it because they haven't proven anything that's worth being paid for.
You ever really notice these taxes that go in place and how much it actually affects your paycheck? I don't.
Dude, when's the last time you looked at your own check?
I don't. It's direct deposited, and then I move on.
Look at your own check, and you'll notice it. Here, let me show you a quality woman doing a quality woman's announcing. The Oakland A's have a female announcer. Oh, she's fantastic. Have you heard her?
No.
Listen to this home run call.
Well, hello. Okay. Bombs away for Brent Rooker. Man, when he gets a hold of one, he sends it a long ways. Well, hello.
That's the Oakland A's announcer.
Oh, man, she's better than Tom Hamilton.
You want to hear that again?
Yeah. Can you imagine if this replaced Tom Hamilton for
the
Indians?
That would be the end of the Indians. Can you imagine this? It's no wonder they have like nobody that goes to these games. Look at how they represent it. This is the A's announcer. Here we go.
Well, hello. Okay. Bombs away for Brent Rooker. Man, when he gets a hold of one, he sends it a long ways.
Please, God, tell me that they're not going to take her to Vegas when they move to Vegas. Hopefully she gets lost on the flight to Vegas because, oh, Jesus, it's terrible.
Can you imagine? We'd just like to announce this is our new announcer.
Sorry, fans. Tom Hamilton is retired, and this is who you have.
Now representing the Guardians, here we go. When Jose Ramirez hits the ball, it goes a long way.
Well, hello. Look
Hello.
At that. Arms away.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Yeah, we have the not Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on the lake.
Yeah.
I say for the rest of the show, that bitch stinks. That voice. All right, what does she look like, though?
I don't know. If it had her name, I don't. Oh, let me look it up. Let me see if I can't find it.
I got to see what this broad looks like. I could deal with an annoying voice if she's naked and was hot.
For 162 games?
I said be married to her, so I had to put up with her for a long time.
Oh, man, that's a lot.
This has been a very sexist show today. I'm not very proud of her.
Oh, whatever. Whatever. Yeah, her name is Jenny Kavnar. Let's pull up
Jenny's are generally hot, so Jenny's are generally good looking.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that.
Let's see her.
I'm thinking, Jenny, I don't want your number. Oops, wrong button here. Present, share screen. Certainly don't want to deal with this 162 days a year.
Huh.
Yeah. Supermarket 6.
She doesn't look like she would be all that great.
Supermarket 6.
Now, what if that announcer sounded like she does, but then looks like...
Oh my God. Staples actually sells Staples.
I still don't want it for 162 games. Hold on, Seth. Are you forgetting what I just played for you? Okay, she can be a Staples girl, but she still does this.
Well, hello. Okay. Bombs away for Brent Rooker. Man, when he gets a hold of him, he sends it a long ways.
If you were watching a game with your girlfriend and she did that, you'd tell her to go in the other room.
That's true.
I mean, come on, man.
She looks like Joe Torre.
It's not very nice, Abu.
If that was my girlfriend, I would not acknowledge the fact that what she did for a living. That's for damn sure.
Doesn't that sound like a girlfriend quote, though? Hello.
Hello. Okay.
Well, hello. Okay. Bombs away for Brent Rooker. Man, when he gets a hold of him, he sends it a long ways.
And I gotta say, honey, I love the pink gloves.
Maybe that's why he wore them. But you got to remember, though, the A's are moving, and they don't give a shit, and they have, like, nobody going to the games. And so, I mean, they're basically tanking, and they're terrible. So they're obviously going to cut payroll in every possible way, and that includes, apparently, the announcing. She probably gets paid, like, $8.
Well, hello. Okay. Bombs away for Brent Rooker. Man, when he gets a hold of him, he sends it a long ways.
Would you pay her $50 a game?
She probably gets paid $20 a game and like pantyhose. I mean, there's got to be like some kind of clause where she gets like, $30 a game plus tofu or some bullshit.
Oh my God. She's brutal, man. I mean, brutal.
I'd jab a Q-tip in my ears if Staple Girls sounded like that.
Come on, that's not nice. I mean, I think she's got a good career going here.
There's got to be a better picture because she looked like she was smiling like an asshole in that one picture you showed. I guarantee you, like naked or something, she's probably hot.
See, there's a better picture. Oh, there's a bunch of her with her mask.
See, with a mask on, I guarantee you she's hot.
No, she's really not. She's even worse.
No.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this would make you hate her even more.
I mean, I hate her pretty bad if you listen to that call, but
yeah, that call is awful, but
I see that I could get my name right there.
what?
Yeah, I like the eye makeup and everything.
Are you joking? Come on.
No, I think I can get behind that.
You're
With the mask
joking.
on. Oh, with a mask on, I think I like it.
You're joking. Stop it.
Not joking. I can do that.
Well, hello. Okay. Bombs away for Brent Rooker. Man, when he gets a hold of one, he sends it a long ways.
She needs a mask put on her by the dude from Saw. Jesus.
DEI, she gets more than hammy.
Probably true. That's probably true. Yeah. That might be the worst call in history. You have to admit that's horrible.
Yeah, it's the worst. We need a full body pic of her.
I'm looking. I'm trying to find
No full body pics, no bikini pics of the 80s.
or some boobage or something. Here's some boobage.
What's her name? What'd you say her name was?
I don't know. Amelia Schimmel?
Ugh. I don't even like the name.
Sexy name too.
Yeah. Amelia.
All right. Here's probably the best picture I've found of her. Hold on. Can I open this in a new tab? All right, here we go. I think this is her on the left. And she's upgraded, from looking at this, she's upgraded to a Supermarket 7.
Which one on the left? If I'm facing her to the left?
Yeah, this one. The one who I'm putting the hand on her boob.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I mean, it's not bad.
I'm not saying she's bad. I'm not saying she's ugly.
But she's fucking terrible, and that makes her a lot uglier.
She's
really bad at her
unnoticeable.
job.
She's unnoticeable in a grocery store.
Yeah, and she's really bad at her job. I mean, that's
Yeah, and she's terrible at her job. But, I mean, it's one thing if she's terrible at her job, but stunning. You know, you'd be like, I'll look at her. I don't give a shit. I'll listen to her yammer. But she's awful.
Yeah, she's terrible.
Hello.
Hey, I'm getting a request from Tony Musachio.
Well, while you get that request, I'll give you this request.
Well, hello. Okay. Bombs away for Brent Rooker. Man, when he gets a hold of one, he sends it a long ways.
Well, thanks, Amelia. Jesus.
We might actually get Tony Musachio checking in from somewhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I hope it's not Jim Isabella's car.
I think that would be the best show ever. If we had, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we get Jim Isabella, we get Tony Musachio, and the band in the backseat of Jim.
Yeah, all at the same time. Boop, boop, boop.
At the same time in Twinsburg in Jim's car.
That would be great.
The way this day is going, that would be exactly what would happen.
That's right.
I hope the people from Ohio Center for Broadcasting don't want to do the spotlight on this podcast.
This is what Seth does there, broadcasting school. This is what you guys taught him.
Cock softener. Voice announcer.
But if you're really looking for somebody to spotlight, how about this broadcaster?
Well, hello. Okay. Bombs away for Brent Rooker. Man, when he gets a hold of one, he sends it a long ways.
I know I'm obsessing on it. It's so bad that it's fucking funny.
You know what the top 5, the number 500 song was, according to Rolling Stone?
What's that?
Harry Styles, As It Was.
I can't even say I know it.
Yeah.
Dude, this broad, by the way,
Yeah.
this is on NBC Sports.
Yeah, I saw there was a logo up there.
NBC Sports hired her. Or broadcast her. I mean, even if there's just a simulcast, they're still putting their name on that.
Don't you understand, though? It's happening all over the place, and it's the stupid DEI stuff.
I know.
I mean, I hate to turn it political, but this is what you get when you have DEI. And I know there's some people on the left that are listening right now saying, fuck you, DEI is the best thing ever because you need to include everybody. Everybody needs to be included. Well, you're not including fat fucking amputees on your NBC broadcast because I make hell of a lot more money doing that. But you are including women that don't have a damn clue what they're doing. You know what? I don't care who is doing what. I care about the best doing it. So I want the best announcers. I want the best pilots. I want the best doctors. I want the best lawyers. I want the best in every profession, not just hired because of what their skin looks like.
Right.
Or because of what's between their fucking legs. Right? You're not a good announcer, Emilio Schimmel, whatever you are. You suck ass.
She's good.
They're giving jobs to people that don't deserve them.
Dude, I think you're being a little harsh.
A little harsh? Okay, you're right. She is. She's the next Tom Hamilton.
Well, maybe it's Doris Burke.
Oh, yeah. This
a couple of screens. Steps back, Toppin meets him out there. And it's tipped forward and look out. Obi!
That's better because she barely says anything.
Yeah, it's good because the silence is good. Like, I don't know if they understand it. Like, I literally turn off games when
I do too.
An announcer, like college football started doing this years ago, but thank God they were putting like the games on ESPN2. And so, like, the good game on ESPN or ABC or Fox had men doing the announcing. And then you turn on ESPN2, there's a woman doing it, and it's some crap game like Marshall versus Detroit or some bullshit. And I turn it off. As soon as I heard the woman, I'm like, all right, this sucks.
Yeah.
Turn it off. And maybe I'm gay. That's what it is. No, women are just terrible at calling sports. Sorry.
They are. Well, apparently that was not Amelia Schimmel. That was Jenny Kavnar.
Oh.
And people are not happy with Jenny Kavnar. We're learning on the fly here about this. But sign the petition. Remove Jenny Kavnar as A's play-by-play announcer.
Is that her picture?
That's her picture.
I can't see it.
She looks like a fat Tiffany Thiessen.
Well, I mean, Tiffany Thiessen is pretty hot. So
I agree. I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying it's what she looks like.
But how do you have sex with a woman that sounds like that?
Come on, she's good. Okay.
But I don't think that these people understand that your ratings go down. Your ratings go down when you put on people that suck like that. I mean, it's just what it is.
All right, well, let's watch this. This is 38 seconds that's being put out by the A's. So this has got to be quality, right?
All right.
Maybe we're missing some of it because
I'm sure we are.
Because we didn't get the official stuff. So this is 38 seconds put out by the A's as they make history with the all-female broadcast team. Here we go.
All-female broadcast team?
Apparently. Or maybe it's just that woman. I don't know. I can't keep up with this
if they
crap.
did it all naked, then I give them props to. Maybe
like Naked News. I'd watch that.
Naked News. I'd watch Naked Sports.
Yeah, of course. All right, let's check this out.
Bottom of the second, back in Houston. That's us, Dallas Wave. There we are on the left. That's our friends, Jeff Blum and Julia Morales. And I'm so proud of my good friend, Julia Morales, for the Houston Astros. She's calling the game tonight, doing play-by-play. Todd Callis, their play-by-play guy, down on the sidelines, switching roles with Julia tonight. And Todd is all in. We've seen Todd down there hustling, bustling.
Oh, well, she's kind of hot.
Julia and I have had so many conversations this week about the A's. She's called me almost every day. She's watched all the games. It's just been so much fun to be able to share that moment with your really good friend.
All right, where's my remote? Where's my remote? I'm turning this shit off.
I mean, look, again, that Julia, whatever the Astros calling the game, she's hot. Again.
Hot, I could live with that, yeah.
She did it topless, I'm watching. But how bad do you feel for that poor guy who's the normal announcer that's sitting down in the stands? He looked pissed.
Yeah.
He looked happy. She's like, oh, he's very happy that he's able to switch roles. No, he's not.
No, I mean, first of all, what's holding him back that he can still be at the game, but he can't be in the booth?
Right. And what's on? DEI. Because the Astros.
Yeah, but they tried to play it off like he had an injury or something, or he was ill. He's not ill. He just got told to sit down so we could put a vag in here. That's what he got told. You know that's true.
Yes, it is. I can hear my daughter like just so pissed in the background going, "You're bashing women." I'm not bashing women. I'm bashing this woman.
I'm bashing this woman. That's for damn sure.
What's the blonde? I'd bash her.
Yeah, that's at WWE. They're always good. What is this? Oh, there's never been a good female announcer. That seems like something we should watch, doesn't it?
Well, it's an Astros game. Maybe it's her.
Oh, here we go.
I'm still updating my scorecard, Plummer. Bregman drives this one, and you can say bye to that baseball, y'all!
What?
Alex Bregman! Welcome to the party. Hanging slider smashed.
Gotta admit, the guy ain't no better.
His voice, though, is okay. It's got a good sounding voice.
Yeah, what did she say?
Yo,
holy smokes, y'all.
Baseball. Bye, baseball. Yo.
Let's try that one more time. Jesus Christ.
I'm still updating my scorecard, Plummer. Bregman drives this one, and you can say bye to that baseball, y'all!
All right, go in the other room.
You can say bye to that baseball, y'all.
Go in the other room. You can't watch this with me. Brian hit this right on the head. The emasculated guy coming in after her shitty call.
Yes, you could tell. You can hear it in his voice. You said that he sounds like shit. Well, you know why? Because he's pissed.
Yeah. He's pissed that he's been relegated to color commentary.
And there's some really shitty color guys out there. Some shitty color guys.
There are.
And they're all better than the women announcers we've just heard.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of if there's any sport. I know WWE, Samantha Irvin is pretty good. She's like a Michael Buffer type, which she's actually pretty good. But other than her, but then again, that's just a ring announcer.
Look, I'm just being honest with you, Chris. Again, I have to go back to, it sounds sexist, but it's not. The reality of the situation is that there are certain things that men do better than women. And that women do better than men. I'm sure I can't find them right now, but I'm sure there are things that women do better than men. But even wrestling, I like watching women's wrestling. You know why? Because I want to have sex with them.
Yeah, of course.
Not because they're any good at it. Most of them suck. Most of them, you watch them, they're missing moves that you can tell they're so telegraphed that it's not even funny. The men, at least most of the average men wrestlers, make it an entertaining experience to go, oh my God, that was really cool the way they did that. That's very athletic. It was awesome.
Sure.
And some of you can't even tell it was telegraphed. It's just that perfectly done. With the women, it looks telegraphed. It looks, come on, dude. Like, how did you miss that? They don't do the moves the right way. They don't, it doesn't look right. The only reason that men watch it is because they're walking around they're half naked.
Yeah. Well, it's like the UFC just put Charlie Analt as the new announcer.
Yeah.
Live with this.
Look at that.
I can live with that.
Is she any good at announcing? I don't know.
She's okay. She I mean, she was doing announcing on Power Slap, and she also did. She was Charlie Caruso on WWE.
And look, there are maybe it's just the women that we're highlighting here that just suck ass, but
No, well, it's every dude. There's two places women shouldn't be: the announce booth and a comedy club.
in my opinion, that is true.
You know, you keep them out of there. They can be anywhere else.
I know where women can be cooking in restaurants.
That's right.
That was just my segue to Tony Musachio, who's joining us right now.
All right.
Tony, how are you?
Gentlemen, how are you?
What's up, Tony?
Seems like I haven't seen you in months.
I know. We didn't think we were going to see you tonight. Everything good?
So, unfortunately, I was working today, and I have no help. So, welcome to owning your own business. You can give them $30, $40 an hour. They still won't show up.
Man. What are you paying $30, $40 an hour for? I'll do it.
Yeah, you know what? We're going to have to get you on a ladder. Okay? Hold on, guys. Yeah, so, and again, I have so much work. It's crazy, man. Our industry is just nuts, obviously, in the summertime.
Where are you at?
So I am at Antica, which is located in Beechwood. It is right next door to Hex Cafe. It's their brand new Italian restaurant. They also have one on the west side, which is in Westlake. And it's fine dining Italian. Guys, look at this. I am sitting right next to the bourbon. They sat me at the wrong place. So, we've done a few shows, obviously, at Hex. When their grand opening was. So they're located in Ohio City, and they also have one in Westlake also, and they have a joining Antica right there. So again, this is fine dining Italian food, and everything is made from scratch. The cool part about this is what used to be the old Reds, and then it was Blue. So Reds was the steak part, Blue was the seafood part. Unfortunately, Brad Freelander was in business for he's been in business forever. He was one of the first restaurants that his family opened up in the Cleveland Stadium. So this kid, He was a kid then, washing dishes. Fast forward, he knew the restaurant industry, moved to California, tried to make it out there, which is expensive, of course. Came back home, and, it's the love of the restaurant industry. Those are still in it. And unfortunately, he got hit by the pandemic. And now Hex owns these two locations, and Brad is now down the street doing a Mexican restaurant in Chagrin Falls, which we will talk about. So,
right on. Tony, how many? If you had to guess, now that you're out and about, if there was 150 quality restaurants in the Cleveland area before the pandemic, how many would you say there are now?
That's a great question. And I would say 50%.
Wow.
So what's happening is those who obviously survived had the money to keep going.
Right.
So, again, Michael Simon's place, which was, in Eaton, ended up closing, Mabel's. But now a new place just opened up. It used to be Fleming's, and Triv used to always go there. And Fleming's on Eaton. It's now called Heritage. And I got to tell you guys, this is like the most expensive steak place in the city. You're looking at $75 plus for just a steak, and it's a la carte. But guess what? You're in the wealthiest area in Cleveland. Pepper Pike, Beechwood, Moreland Hills. So they're paying it. Cruise, another example, where I took a customer there probably about, a month and a half ago. My bill was $200, and we barely had a salad, 2 drinks, and a steak and crab legs.
Wow.
But guess what? I got the deal. That's what it was worth it.
Right?
That's all that counts, right?
That's right.
I know. Like Triv's restaurant survived, and that a lot of those restaurants survived by having to adjust to the way that they did things. Triv's restaurant would never do a to-go kind of thing, but they had to during the pandemic, and they did, and they survived through it. Good for them.
And it's interesting because Harry's Steakhouse did not do it to go, so he made that time to remodel the place. He put a new floor in. He upgraded some of his kitchen area. So, it was a plus and a minus, if you will. But it's still, they lost so much money. And again, so to answer your question on that, Chris, it's like, here's the problem. Now you have all these fine dining places or the restaurants that are surviving after the pandemic. And what happened is now your price has gotten higher and higher and higher just to stay open, so your profit margins are less.
Right. And I mean, a big problem too, Tony, unless I'm wrong, and tell me if I am, but it's that people are now conditioned to not go. They're conditioned to stay home. They're like, if I'm going to spend this much money anyway, I might as well have it DoorDashed and brought to my house and watch it in front of my TV instead of at a restaurant. No,
I agree. I agree with you 100%. Again, luckily I'm in a position where I sell to these restaurants, so I want to patronize them, number one, and every purveyor should do that.
Yeah.
Which is part of business. And you know what? Also, what happens is when you're so used to going out to eat, and I always have, that it's hard for me not to. I mean, I go out at least once a week, and of course, I'm taking care of the places that I do go to.
Right.
So, as Carmen once said, Tony hasn't picked up a check in 5 years.
The problem, though, is, Tony, is that with the inflation the way that it is, going out to eat is almost just as expensive as buying all the groceries and stuff that you need to make stuff anymore.
I know. You're right. Isn't it crazy? And again, I mean, you can go to Aldi's and you get what you pay for, obviously. There's a difference in steak and beef and chicken. But you know what? You are in the restaurant industry. I mean, it is a big part of people's income. They got to go. I mean, we got to keep this thing going. The purveyor's dropping off product. The consumer is paying, to keep the world going when it comes to going out to eat. And entertainment, not only that, when you go on vacation. What happens when you go on vacation? You're out to eat, 5 times doing it.
Yeah. But, Tony, at what point do we start? I mean, I agree with you. You got to keep it. You got to keep it going. But at the same time, there has to be a point where you say enough is enough with the greed. And I don't mean the restaurants per se, but just as an example, if you want to go to a nice place downtown Cleveland, you're going to spend $30 to $50 to park.
You're right.
To park your car. And now what might be $150 in your mind that you're going to spend on dinner is now $250. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. You know what? And when I was, going to Kent State in 1979, I mean, we were buying a beer for 25 cents.
Right.
So, yes, look at this. I got arancinis, guys.
Oh, look at this.
And the crab cakes, too. How nice.
Oh, my God.
They gave me the arancinis, which was very nice. I just asked for a little appetizer. That was on you guys. Thank you so much.
Man, Tony has a life. I wish I could go to a restaurant and be like, all right, that was on you guys.
All right, Chris. So to answer your question, I don't need money.
Yeah, but how do you get them to let you park for free? Tell us that secret.
No. Well,
how about this one, Tony? I went to a restaurant downtown, right?
Yes.
And I valeted my car. And the valet gets into the car. Now, mind you, I paid $20 to valet the car. The guy gets into the car, can't figure out how to run my controls because my leg is gone.
Sure.
And gets out of the car, has me park the car for him across the street in the spot, and I still paid $20 and tipped the guy. I paid $30 to valet my own car.
So it's funny you say that because I was in Little Italy. This was a year ago. And I pulled up in my Corvette, and there was one spot. So I pulled up, got the valet. Same thing. He gets in the car. He pulls it up 5 feet. I'm watching him at the restaurant at Mia Bella. I'm thinking, I could have did this.
Yeah.
They got you there.
I'll tell you, I was just in Beechwood 2 nights ago, actually, at a restaurant over there at La Place. It's called Hello Bistro. You ever been there?
I have not.
Place has fantastic burgers and fantastic salads, but literally we got 3 salads. I got 2 salads and a wrap. It was $52.
Yeah. Guys, again, it's not going to come down. I mean, you got to go out to eat though, just for the entertainment purpose, though. You know what I mean? And you just can't eat all the time. And I'm a cook. I mean, I cook all the time at home. Matter of fact, I just made homemade pasta sauce, and it's fun to cook.
Tony, microwaving what you took from every one of these great restaurants is not cooking.
No, that's not cooking. I really can't cook from scratch. One day we're gonna have to come over and cook and put something on the barbecue. Hey, so guys, real quick, our studio moved from downtown, which is Carnegie Radio 1, and now we moved into the old WTM 1100. So
are you over there now?
We're there, but the funniest part about it, I'm not going to be on the air Saturday because we're waiting for AT&T to put in the lines. I told Flash we may not be there till August if it's AT&T.
It's true.
You got to let me know when you're up there. I want to come see the new studio.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. We'll make sure it happens.
So anyways, I'm a block away from that place now.
So since I'm at an Italian restaurant, there is an elderly gentleman, and he's having an affair with an Italian woman from Italy. So unfortunately, she gets pregnant. So he sends her back to Italy and says, when you have the baby, just send me a postcard and put spaghetti on it. So 9 months later, he gets the postcard at his house, and the wife grabs the card. And again, he's having an affair. The wife grabs the card and says, this is a strange postcard that we got from Italy. And the postcard read, spaghetti, spaghetti, spaghetti. 2 with meatballs, 1 without. Send more sauce.
Jesus.
Good stuff, Tone. And we lost.
And we lost him. Yeah, we lost him. I just booted him because he lost his audio. All right, there goes Tony.
It was good though. Well, it lasted.
That was good.
I think you got a call at the end there.
Yeah. Would you like to hear more calls?
Yeah, why not?
We're just fucking around today anyway. This one just says, well, I'll put the tweet up.
Hey, real quick.
See it.
Real
quick.
Go ahead. In about 10 minutes, we're going to be heading over to Minds, MINDS,
Yeah.
minds.com/Seth Williams Show, minds.com/Seth Williams Show. Sign up, you can get the extra content from 5:30 to 6. I don't know why you'd want extra content after today's fucking show.
Maybe that'll be the good content.
It might be fucking entertaining as hell. You never know until you sign up and pay us some money.
Hey, Fatty Fitness was funny. Fatty Fitness was damn funny.
Well, look, we may look like fat guys, but inside we're starving and need to eat. So sign up so we can have some money and survive. Please.
So anyway, back to this. The tweet reads, Jenny Kavnar fucking reeks. I've got to listen to the radio broadcast for away games because of how terrible she is. Trust, guys, our home game announcer is miles better, and it's not even close.
Wait a second, is she just an away announcer? Is that what they're saying?
No, they're saying that they're an A's fan, but they go out of their way to listen to the other team's podcast. So I have not listened to this, so it might be good. Who knows? Let's check this out.
The road graze. And J.J. Bleday belts one on out. See you later for the exclamation point. J.J. Bleday with his 5th home run, the 2-run variety, and this game is now 8-1 once again, like last night, but this time in favor of the Oakland A's.
So bad.
That's a major league team announcer. There's only 32 of those jobs in the country. She's the one they picked. Then there's this. Do you agree with that, Seth?
Yeah. Yes. The one protest that I would get behind. If there's one tomorrow, I will go outside. I will build an encampment. I will have a green tent from George Soros, and I will protest for a week. I'll go on my own hunger strike to stop women from calling men sports.
They really are bad. They really are bad. I'm just looking quickly for anything. See, but then again, then you get this. Look at this. Leah Hextall believes her gender is the only reason she faces criticism. You know what? If you were good, we wouldn't care.
It is your gender, because your gender is terrible at doing sports. I'm sorry, but there are certain things. Look, there are certain things as a fat guy I can't do.
Yeah.
So do I bitch about it? No. I accept the fact that I may be larger than the average person and to be able to do certain things. I can't do it. Look, I can't be a fireman. I'm no good at it.
Yeah.
I'm not qualified to do it. I can't do it. Sorry, if you're a woman, you're not qualified, and you can't call men's sports. It's just not good.
I promise you, nobody's going to buy an exercise tape if it's led by me and Seth.
No.
That's just not going to work.
Well, actually, no. They might think it's funny, like we do with these videos.
Yeah.
There should be a whole video of just women's bad calls. And that would sell. But
well, we're giving them one tonight. Let's try it. I have not listened to this one either, but I'm told this is a bad one as well.
College football, it sucks ass.
College football. Here we go.
Northwestern wins the game with a touchdown. Rolling out, boot action. Bryant all alone. Northwestern, the catch is made. Manchuri with the game winner. Down 21. Down 3 scores, and the Cats' comeback is complete.
Other than not having a real great voice for it, it wasn't that bad of a call.
Not that bad of a call, but sounds like a guy.
Well, probably is half guy.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that terrible of a call. At least she understood what she was talking about. I mean, the women that we played doing these baseball calls have just been god awful. But I still wouldn't listen to her.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
A bad call. The voice alone just bothers me. When I listen to sports, I want a booming male voice just on the game.
Do you want to try that Leah Hextall that says it's only her gender that's making us hate her?
I'm sure it is her gender. Yeah.
All right, well, let's see.
So if Carlson scores here, Cassie, this one is over. All the pressure now on Stolars. Stolars with a little fist bump. And there you have it.
There you have it.
Look, I don't care if she had 2 penises. That fucking call sucks. she's bad at what she does.
She's not good at her job at all.
She could have 12 penises and 100 balls between her legs, and her call is just terrible. Nothing to do with her gender. It has to do with you suck.
Yeah, it's just bad.
Look, and I did a morning show with a guy who's a comedian, nationally known comedian, and he's hosted Comic Strip Live. He had his own TV show back in the day. Really funny guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he always said to me, women are the death of comedy. Every woman that we had on that show sucked ass.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah. And a lot of the ones that Mike Jaselka knew. They weren't a lot better.
No. Sorry, it's just one of those things. What do you want from me?
Yeah, I know. Dude, I'm not disagreeing even a little bit. I talked about this on this show a couple weeks ago. If I turned on the Cavs for the first time all year, heard terrible Doris Burke, and turned it right back off. I was like, absolutely not. I'm not going to sit through that for 3 hours. No. I'll go do something else.
It's not good. It's not even fun to watch. But and that's what sucks is that when I turn on a game and I hear the woman, I turn off the game. You know,
yeah, I do too.
I hate the NBA just because I think that LeBron James is a racist piece of shit.
Well,
and I can't get behind what a lot of that stuff that they did during COVID, and a lot of the putting shit all over the court and racial injustice, this and crap. I don't believe it, and I don't like it.
Right.
And I watch sports to be entertained, not to give some message of.
Well, and LeBron told us if you don't like our message, don't watch our sport. So I took him to heart.
Right. And so, but I've recently wanted to watch the playoffs just because sometimes there's nothing else on, and I just want to watch some sports. And it's a downtime for football. I can't get behind this UFL crap. I'm sorry.
I haven't watched a minute of it this year, and I have watched it in the past. But
I turned on an NBA game the other night. Once again, a woman announcer. I turned the fucking thing off. I couldn't watch it. Yeah, that UFL. Yeah, that's funny. That UFL. I can't get behind it. I don't. What? Maybe because we don't have a team, or maybe because it's apparent that nobody else is getting behind it. You turn on a UFL game, and I don't care if it's The Rock or whoever is doing it now. You see the stands, there are like 12 people there. You can tell they're piping in sound to make it sound like there's a crowd, and I can't watch that.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but the NFL has a stranglehold on football. It just is. If I'll tell you what, I would have considered keeping watching was that kind of like whatever that Arena League thing was that Johnny Manziel was doing.
Just going to say the Arena Football League is still
it's fun.
They still have the Arena League, but I liked when we actually had a team here.
I did too, but that's not it. I think this was called the Fan League or something. And like you would get on their app and you would call the plays. Like they'd run a play, and then you would push a button on the app and say, okay, now do a throw to this guy or whatever. And then whatever came up in like 10 seconds as the most chosen is what they would play. And that's the play they would run.
All right.
And it was actually pretty fun.
I guess that's fairly interesting, but
And it was in a little arena thing. It was only like a 50-yard field, and they were smashing each other against the walls and stuff. I mean, it was fun. But it was like UFC football.
Like, I don't mind the Arena Football League stuff because at least it's a different brand of football together.
Yeah.
The XFL, I never could get behind because all they did was it's the same game with different rules. And the rules didn't make any sense, now, even though the NFL is now doing the XFL kickoff coming up. But it's just, I couldn't. I want to see the best of the best.
I'll be honest, deadly honest. The USFL or the XFL had better rules than the NFL.
Maybe.
The extra point thing is great. The no kicking extra points, and it's either a 2 point, was it 1 point, 2 point, or 3 point? It's like if you go for 1, it's from the 1 yard line. If you go for 2, it's from the 5 yard line. If you go for 3, it's from the 10 yard line. But it's a play.
The problem I have with those kind of leagues is that even with the UFL that's out now, I want to see the best of the best. If you're not good enough to make it to the NFL, then all you are is a decent college player that couldn't make it into big league. I mean, it's like watching minor league baseball. I mean, it might be fun to go to a game, but it's not something you want to follow.
Yeah, you're not invested in that. Yeah.
And even though I want to go to a game, and I think it's fun to go to a game, and I think it's fun to watch them, but it's not something that I get up and I check the standings for on a day-to-day basis.
Dude, do you remember
with the minor league?
Do you remember maybe 5 years ago, the Browns and the Cleveland sports media, they were so hot for us to trade for A.J. McCarron?
Yeah.
Now he's like in the UFL.
Yeah, I know.
He's, they wanted us to build the team around this guy, and now he's like, a player in the UFL. He's not even good enough to be a third-string quarterback in the NFL.
I mean, the best part about him was his hot-ass girlfriend.
Yeah, but still. And if she announced like some of these people we played tonight, I still wouldn't want to watch her.
Yeah, amen to that. Is it that time?
Yeah, let's flip it over.
I want to thank all of our guests. Well, thanks to Jim Isabella for trying. We'll have him on next week. Jim Isabella.
And Tony showed.
Tony did show, so I want to thank Tony for showing up. Well, he's getting free food, so he probably said, look, I'm doing a podcast. I'll put you on camera and promote the restaurant. Just give me that, what were they called, those balls that he had?
I don't know, some kind of crab cake or something.
So you got free food out of the deal, but thanks for Tony for coming on. I do appreciate that. And the band, well, not so much.
Yeah.
Maybe next time.
Maybe not.
God willing, we'll talk to you again on Monday. But don't forget, we are switching over to Minds, minds.com/Seth Williams Show. Sign up for what? $4.99 a month?
Yeah, $4.99 a month.
We prefer that you sign up for the year. Now, if we don't live throughout the year, you're probably not going to get your money back.
No, probably not, because there won't be one of us to give you your money back because we'll be dead.
But other than that, you're going to get a full year of great extra content.
Yeah.
So it's extra content. Let's just say that.
Yep. There we go.
So switch over to minds.com/Seth Williams Show. Otherwise, we will talk to you next week.
See ya.
See ya.
Get ready to turn up the excitement at your next event with the Perfect Choice Band, the ultimate party starters in Ohio and beyond. Picture this: 2 electrifying vocalists, a powerhouse rhythm section, and a horn ensemble that will blow you away. That's right, the Perfect Choice Band isn't just another cover band. We're here to transport you to the heart of the party with unforgettable renditions of your favorite hits. From classics to chart toppers, we've got your playlist covered. Our mission? To keep you singing and dancing until the stars fade into dawn. So, why settle for ordinary when you can have extraordinary? Call 440-346-5242 or visit us at perfectchoiceband.com to book the ultimate entertainment experience for your special day. The Perfect Choice Band, where every moment is music to your ears. Don't miss out. Book now and let's make